That's not good. On today's Mopar adventure, we're gonna fix the rocker panel on this Ram. That's not good. Put my whole foot in there. This is a 2013 Ram. It's in pretty good shape other than that rocker panel. Get a shod license plate right here. I'm by the Bandit. Not really. Guy who owned this truck, his name was Gilbert. He's a good friend of mine. He's not with us anymore. His wife asked me if I could fix that hole so to pass an inspection because she didn't have the money to take it to a body shop. And in the picture, the hole didn't really look that big. And the more I poke around on it, the longer it keeps getting. So, open the door up here. See, it actually goes up to here. I told her I could just put a bunch of patch panels in here. A bunch of patches from scrap metal I got to try to save her some money. And I don't think I'm going to do that. Legos. I got this rust cap, and I know that's just kind of a way to cheap out on it, but I'm gonna do this for free. The real rocker panel was about $250 at that store. That cap was $100, and I'll put that cap on, and it'll pass inspection. And I got a little bit of red paint left over from working on the Chevy that I think will match close enough. You know, it'll keep the old truck on the road. So once this little rain quits, we'll get started. Here's my progress so far. I've pretty much got this all cut out and fitting like it needs to. I'm gonna clean this up with the wire wheel. And then I'm gonna put some paint in there, and I'm gonna paint the inside of that panel. Well, here's the inside of the rocker panel. I've painted it with some heavy oil-based Rust-Oleum, and I put it on thick. Same thing in there. That Rust-Oleum industrial paint, it's pretty good. I've painted a couple frames with it, and it lasts for a while. Well, I've got the panel back on the truck, and I went ahead and drilled all my holes down there. For the plug welds. And it was rusted all the way up to here. So I did make a little patch for that. I'm gonna do that last. That way I can manipulate this while I'm working it. The door gap looks nice. Well, I'm gonna show you the progress I got so far. It's been about an hour. And that's looking pretty good. Got a pinhole right there. But it's all spot welded on the bottom, like the factory would have done. This new sheet metal, both the factory and this, is really thin. So I got it butted up as close as I could get it. Because if I have a gap in there, it just blows it wide open. I got my welder set on the lowest setting. But it'll be good. Nobody will ever see it in here. I'll grind this down, and I'll put it just a little bit of fiberglass filler all the way around it so it'll be waterproof. It should be a good repair that lasts. I haven't made it, haven't really did anything up here yet. I wanted to make sure my door gap was good. So I got the, I'm just been starting in the back and working my way forward. And I'll fix that hole later. That's about all I got for now. I think I'm gonna take a water break. Alrighty, it's day number 2. See, I got my welds on the ends, and I went ahead and put some fiberglass body filler on there so they'll be nice and waterproof. I did the front too. And I have it all welded up. Inside the door jambs. That piece in the middle is kind of ugly, but I had to make a patch for that. That was all rusted out. But it's nice and solid. Look who come to join the party. Old Mabe. But I'm going to go ahead and get some filler on the inside of these wells, the fiberglass, so it'll be waterproof, and I want this repair to last for a long time. So I got my Bondo with the fiberglass in it, so it is waterproof. It's just kind of gopped on there right now. This stuff sands actually pretty easy. So I'm just gonna let that harden up, and then I'll get the sanding. And I do got some regular filler if maybe you have to cover up some pinholes or whatever. I got some glaze I want to try out. This isn't a restoration by any means. It's just a quick job to get the truck inspected, and it's turned out really nice. I wish the satellite on the bottom of the quarter turned out as nice as that it did on that truck. Be money. I'm back at it. Got some glaze and putty on there. I got everything else, all the fiberglass Bondo sanded down pretty straight. So I'm just putting this on there, that way I can give it a really smooth looking finish, hopefully. And this is at U-Pole Dolphin Glaze. I'll go ahead and grab it so you can see it. This is at U-Pole, if I'm saying that right, Dolphin Glaze. It comes in this bag, so you can just work it with your hand. And then add your hardener to it. This was about $29 for this. I don't know how big of a pouch it is. They have a label on it, but it seems to be really nice stuff. And hopefully we'll get a good finish out of this. All you can see, I also did take that door off. Don't mind all the stuff in it. Joe. What are you doing, Joe? Well, I had to get creative with the masking job because I didn't realize how much I had to cover. But I think it's going to work for what we need to do. I got my glaze and putty all blended in, and this whole truck's going to get a little bit of primer. Well, there's the first coat on. Looks like I did get a run in it over there, so I'm gonna let it dry and sand that freaking run out. It looks pretty nice. Looks like a primered rocker panel. Red. This red is pretty close, I would say, to the red that's on the truck. I've got 3 coats of the red on. Looks pretty good. I see a couple little places that I missed. Not missed, but needed more attention. But overall, it looks pretty good. That red actually is a lot closer than I thought it would be. This is good paint. It'll hold up to the weather. If you just spray paint this thing, it'll start rusting like 2 months from now. So I'm gonna let this set overnight, and then it'll be warmer tomorrow, and we'll spray the clear. I hope you like it, Cat. Well, I got my clear on, and I got some runs in it. I think I got a little bit carried away on this last coat. Didn't realize how much I was putting down. But I'm just gonna leave it. I don't have any way to cut and buff or whatever. It's just clear, but it looks a million times better than it did. I think I'm going to try to move it over into the sun so it'll dry. But this is what it looks like in the sun. It actually matches pretty good. Well, the paint has dried and it looks pretty good. Repair turned out pretty nice. Yeah, there's some runs in the clear. I messed up on the last coat, but from 10 feet away it looks fine. And there's some rust right here in this cab corner, but I didn't want to get into all that and have to take the bed off. But it's not a hole, so it will definitely pass inspection. So I'm going to get this truck washed so I can give it back to the owner today. I'm sure if Gilbert could have been here, he would have enjoyed working on his truck this weekend. Miss you, buddy. Mabel, she sure does like the truck. She's been out here supervising the work the whole time. But anyway, thanks for watching this rocker panel repair, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.